The signs are there, screaming louder each day. But most people pretend not to hear. The global financial system is cracking beneath our feet, more fragile than anyone dares to admit. Inflation spirals out of control, debts pile higher than ever before, and currencies, once seen as rock solid, are wobbling on the brink of collapse. Now here is the truth that nobody on the surface dares to say out loud. Hedge funds, those shadowy titans of money, are quietly preparing for something catastrophic, something that could turn everything inside out. They are not just hedging bets anymore. They are bracing for a deep, systemic currency collapse, one that will rip apart markets, homes, dreams, and illusions alike. This is the kind of moment that defines generations. But right now, most investors, even seasoned pros, are sleepwalking toward disaster. Their portfolios look safe, but they're built on illusions. The same illusions spun by governments and media that tell you everything is fine, that this is just another blip. But now, with every passing day, the cracks widen. Central banks print billions more. National debts explode. Trust in fiat currencies crumbles. What happens if the dollar, euro, or yen suddenly lose their value overnight? It's not a matter of if, but when and how fast. You feel it, the uneasy tension bouncing in your chest, not just because of the obvious economic chaos, but because you know that the system you've trusted your life and future to is a house of cards. It's a game rigged to keep you playing, keep you compliant and comfortable on the surface. But beneath it all, the game is breaking. Every guarantee is dissolving into air. The old rules don't apply anymore. And if you don't redesign your approach right now at the highest levels, your life's work, your security, even your very freedom could evaporate. Hedge funds aren't just watching from the sidelines. They are moving, repositioning, rewiring their strategies in near silence. Why? Because they see what you must learn now. Currency collapse isn't just theoretical. It's coming. And it's going to destroy everything built on false confidence. Their moves may look secretive, but they are aggressive, deliberate, intelligent. They are shifting assets into places that will survive chaos, repositioning into alternative stores of value beyond paper money, diversifying internationally beyond mere borders, preparing to exploit the seismic market shocks others will desperately run from. This isn't just about gold, silver, or crypto, which everyone talks about, but few truly understand how to wield. It's about the subtle, overlooked strategies that the most successful hedge funds use to navigate collapse and thrive when others burn. They build portfolios that live through total currency failure by including real assets denominated in scarce resources, strategic geopolitical plays outside typical markets, and instruments designed to gain when fiat currencies plunge in value. Their focus is on survivability and sovereignty, not on quick wins or risky gambles, but on careful construction of resilience in a world turning upside down. This is where every investor, leader, and professional watching right now must pay attention. The pain you've endured managing volatility, uncertainty, crushing regulations, and market manipulation is about to hit a new level unless the game changes. And it can. The key lies in unlearning what you've been taught to believe about safety and growth. The instincts that say, invest domestically, trust your government-backed currency, or follow the herd, are now deadly traps. The real winners will be those who grasp this fundamental shift. Global freedom from old financial constructs, crafting new pathways beyond national currencies and crumbling systems. Here's the stark reality. The world's major currencies are propped up by faith, not fundamentals. That faith is dying fast. Millions of people will wake to the horror of frozen bank accounts, hyperinflation, or worthless savings. But the rare few will be ready with armor forged in unconventional wisdom. Hedge funds are quietly going dark on public chatter for a reason. They don't want mass panic tipping markets prematurely, but their moves whisper the secrets of survival. They are layering in cross-border assets that can't be seized by any government. They are exchanging paper money for equity in businesses that produce real value, for land, for hard commodities, for decentralized financial instruments not controlled by any one authority. You might think, this is all too complicated, too remote. But it's closer to your reality than you realize. If you ever plan to keep your wealth intact, protect your freedom, or even thrive when chaos explodes, you must adopt the mindset and tactics buried deep in hedge fund strategies now. Don't let complacency fool you into waiting for clarity or official warnings. By then, it will be too late. Take a moment to consider the tools of survival these funds deploy that you can adopt today. First, breadth and diversity, meaning don't just hedge with a handful of assets or currencies. Spread across multiple geographical regions, currencies, asset classes, and sectors that often move independently of traditional markets. Currency collapse will hit some areas harder than others, so no single market can be relied upon. Next, use protection mechanisms like options and derivatives, not just for short-term profits, but to shield entire portfolios from plunges in currency values. Those who understand to sync these instruments properly gain not just loss prevention, but momentum in crisis. Then, step outside any conventional market altogether. Hedge funds quietly put capital into blockchain-based, decentralized currencies where no state can devalue your holdings overnight. It's no longer fringe tech. It's becoming the backbone of true sovereignty. Those who dismiss crypto as a bubble won't be the ones holding power when fiat fails. Another crucial element is investing in critical industries, energy, food, water, technology, that aren't just valuable, but essential for survival. Currency may die, but these assets will always hold weight, and many funds speculate heavily here to anchor their survival. The final vital point no one talks about is human networks, relationships that hedge funds build internationally with insiders, whispered alliances, and access to information long before it hits the mainstream. This kind of insider knowledge and connectivity is the real defense against the chaos of collapse. It allows a hedge fund to take actions that others can't anticipate or counter. As an individual, cultivating your own network of trusted, aligned thinkers, investors, and visionaries can be your secret weapon. It's no accident that the rarest successes exist in the smallest, most focused collaborations rather than loud, broad gatherings. Embracing these strategies demands more than money. It demands courage and a radical shift in mindset. It means rejecting the comfort of systems that dishonestly promise safety but deliver control and complacency. You must realize the world's systems no longer serve you. They only trap. Hedge funds are not running from that truth. They're mastering it. They are breaking the illusions that keep the many weak, and in their silence are building a path to power and freedom. You can join this movement, not by mimicry, but by stepping beyond the old rules, questioning everything, and aligning yourself with others who burn as fiercely as you do to rewrite the future. Don't waste another second placing blind trust in currencies that governments keep inflating into oblivion. Don't let outdated investment dogmas keep your future hostage. Instead, develop portfolios that fight fire with fire, that don't just survive collapse, but use it to smash past limitations and forge new opportunity. Learn to spot the signals with laser focus, the subtle shifts in money flows, the quiet moves behind closed doors, the emerging alliances quietly restructuring global power balances. the currency collapse isn't a distant nightmare. It's the invisible storm building right now. If you prepare like the hedge funds prepare, layering resilience, diversity, sovereignty, and informed networking, you won't just avoid catastrophe. You will unlock a new reality where the individual, untethered by collapsing nations and decayed systems, wields true freedom. That freedom is the most valuable currency of all. The time to act is now, because the one thing worse than collapse is collapse unprepared. The opportunity is brutal but real. The hedge funds leading this charge do not want followers. They want co-creators of a new financial frontier. Their quiet preparations are an open invitation to those ready to burn their old beliefs down and build from ash. Open your eyes, break your chains. The collapse may be coming, but so is the moment to finally take control, to be more than a victim of broken systems, to become sovereign. This is the breaking point, the pivot from fear to power. Decide now if you will be crushed by the collapsing order or stand with those who dare to remake the future from its ruins. Your move.